Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am just absolutely thrilled to have you here for this explainer. If you've been with us on this path so far, you already know that learning a language isn't just about sitting there memorizing rules, right? It's really a step-by-step, day-in-the-life adventure. And today, we're stepping right into the very heart of everyday life. We're going to map out exactly how to talk about your daily routine and how to tell the time in English. Think of me as your personal guide on this expedition to fluency. Every single day, your English is getting better. And today's path? Well, it's packed with incredibly practical tools you're going to use every single day.
Okay, let's dive right into this and quickly check our roadmap for today. We'll start with the journey continues, followed by mapping your daily routine and then letting time be your daily guide. After a few conversations along the way, we'll be putting it into practice and we'll wrap up the whole shebang with some fuel for the road.
Section 1. The journey continues. Let's do a quick review of where we started. Before we take our next big step forward, it is absolutely vital to look back and celebrate the ground we've already covered.
Think about our larger adventure so far. You started way back on day 1 by simply learning to say things like hello and how are you. Then on day 2, you picked up everyday expressions. By day 3, you were navigating numbers, days of the week, and colors. Red, blue, green. Honestly, give yourself a massive round of applause because you've conquered all of that. Today, we are firmly planted at day 4, tackling daily routines and telling time. And just a quick sneak peek of the road ahead, day 5 is going to bring us to family members and relationships. But for now, let's lock in on today's location.
Section 2. Mapping your daily routine. The literal steps of your day. We've talked about the big picture of your learning journey. Now let's zoom in on the micro-expedition of a single day. Step into the morning with me.
So, the crucial takeaway here is that routines are really just a series of small, connected steps. Listen carefully, and hey, feel free to repeat after me out loud as we walk through these first few morning actions. Step 1. I wake up early. Or actually, if you're kind of like me, I hit the snooze button twice, and then I wake up early. Step 2. I brush my teeth. Step 3. I eat breakfast. Notice the rhythm we've got going here. I wake up, I brush, I eat. These are your absolute foundational building blocks for starting the day in English. And once the morning's done, the progression just naturally continues. Step 1 of this next phase, I go to school or I go to work. Step 2, sitting right there in the middle of our daily journey, I eat lunch. And finally, the ultimate destination of our daily trip, Step 3, I go to bed. Literally, by just linking these simple chronological actions together, you've completely mapped out an entire day in English. It really is that straightforward.
Section 3. Time, your daily guide. This is all about telling the time in English. Now that we have our steps down, we need a reliable way to schedule them. If our daily routine is the road, well, the clock provides the guideposts.
But before we get totally bogged down in specific numbers, let's just look at the sky. We generally organize our routines into 4 main blocks: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. You eat your breakfast in the morning, you probably eat lunch in the afternoon, grab dinner in the evening, and finally, you sleep at night. I want you to treat these 4 words as your core anchor points.
Now, what's really interesting is how we start attaching specific numbers to those anchors. Because when someone asks you, what time is it, you need concrete milestones. Think about this milestone for a second. 6 o'clock.
We instantly take that time milestone and snap it right onto an action. I wake up at 6 o'clock. Do you see how naturally that works? You just take the action, I wake up, you add the tiny little word at, and then you just drop in your time milestone, 6 o'clock. I want you to mentally associate that specific time directly with that action.
But hey, time isn't always perfectly on the hour, right? Sometimes our path requires much more specific markers, so we might say it's 6:30, or it's 7:15, or for a really specific marker, it's 8:45. These numbers allow us to be super precise on our daily map.
Let's try another really practical anchor sentence. I go to school at 8 o'clock. Or maybe for your specific routine, it's I go to work at 8 o'clock. We are just reinforcing this incredibly clear pattern. Action plus at plus the time. Boom! You're officially scheduling your day in English.
Section 4. Conversations along the way. Let's check out Aman and Ria's crossroads. Because let's face it, learning happens best when we actually interact with others out there on the road. So let's guide you to a conversational crossroad to see how 2 real people talk about their completely different daily routes.
So here we have our travelers, Ria and Aman. Listen to the differences in their morning routines. Aman starts the whole conversation by asking a vital question. What time do you wake up? Ria answers, I wake up at 6 o'clock. What about you? Aman says, I wake up at 7 o'clock. And then Ria asks another totally brilliant guiding question. What do you do after that? Aman replies, I brush my teeth, then I take a shower. This right here is exactly how you share your map with someone else. You simply ask, what time do you, and what do you do after that?
During their little chat, Ria casually mentions, I study English every day. Aman enthusiastically agrees, me too. And then he drops this truly fantastic piece of wisdom. Practice makes progress. I absolutely love this quote. Notice he doesn't say practice makes perfect. On this language path we're on, mistakes are completely okay. Seriously, they're expected. As long as you're practicing, you are making progress.
Section 5. Putting it into practice. It is your turn to speak. So, this journey, it requires you to not just sit back and look at the map, but to actually step out onto the road yourself. It requires you to speak aloud.
I want to trigger a quick pause and practice moment for you right now. I want you to answer this out loud wherever you are. What time do you wake up? Remember, use the structure we just learned. I wake up at. Now, how about another one? What do you eat for breakfast? Think about your answers. Speak them out. This active vocal participation is where the real learning actually happens.
Now, along your daily progression, you're going to inevitably experience different physical and emotional checkpoints. Let's quickly review a few vital sentences you're going to need. I am ready. Let's go. I am hungry. I am thirsty. Or maybe at the very end of a long day, I am tired. Or, hopefully right now, I am happy. These are essential little signposts that help you express exactly how you're feeling at any given moment on your adventure.
All right, now for your official mission, your homework. Consider Rahul's routine. Wake up at 6, brush teeth, eat breakfast, go to school, study English, play with friends, go to bed at 10. Your specific task today is to practice describing a routine just like Rahul's, or even better, your very own personal routine, in front of a mirror 5 times today. Really try to seamlessly connect the actions with the times. I wake up at 6 o'clock, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Trust me, speaking out loud to yourself is an unbelievably effective way to build your confidence.
Section 6. Fuel for the road. Let's get some motivation for tomorrow. We are nearing the end of today's map, but remember, day 5 is right around the corner where we're going to explore family and relationships. So to get you there, you need a little fuel.
I want to leave you with this really powerful thought. Every expert was once a beginner. Compare yourself with yesterday. Please don't look at native speakers or other students and get discouraged. Just look at yourself. Look at yesterday compared to today. Today, you learned how to talk about your whole routine, you learned how to tell time, and you learned crucial everyday phrases. You are doing it. Keep stepping forward on this amazing path. So I'll leave you with this final question to ponder before our next leg of the trip. If you could map out your absolutely perfect day in English, what time would you wake up and where would the road take you?